final place. Team Ascent take on ROG Warriors now as we move into border. Now, make sure to get your passports out and do not attempt to board the helicopter. Very important for this map. And we are going to see the Dokkaebi Lion strategy coming out. I mentioned this pretty much every go for. If you've played ranked this season, you've seen some combination of Lion, Jackal, Dokkaebi, or Blitz. And it is really not nice to deal with. However, ROG are going to be taking a surprise take. This is... Most maps have two sites that are pretty even to take. Oregon being a pretty highlighted one on that for me, which is why I think it's so popular. Border, however, I think that this site is a lot harder to hold than Armory, and I'm surprised ROG Warriors would take this first. It can work, but also at the same time is very, very vulnerable.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insert.
So let's see how it goes. ROG Warriors choosing to defend quite heavily the upstairs. I like this strategy, defending using the castle to just castle yourself, save yourself a few reinforcements. However, this is very vulnerable if there's like a sledge or a Habana in. They just open up the castle and then they have free entry into sight. And if you don't have control of this hatch, which doesn't really look like they will, it becomes very, very hard to open up this. And I'm surprised ROG Warriors are doing this. How is Mute seeing through this hole exactly? What's going on here? Oh, that is very, very cheeky indeed. Ushu with the insanely small angle there to hold. But Zofia is going to be repelling here onto the... Oh no, not Zofia. My apologies. I believe that's Ash. Yeah, Ash is going to be onto the AC already. And she's going to be trying to get this pick onto the Mute. Yeah, pretty heavy hold upstairs. Both mirrors being committed to this. And this is really what you got to do, honestly. If you're going to hold the upstairs, you can hold the entire site from there. And the castle's being utilized very heavily there to stop any sort of push. D% and Magic both wanted to drone out here. And Zofia is ready with her charges to open up this wall and just rush straight in onto this Mute. ADS catching both of those flashbangs, and Mute is ready. The Lions are going to go out. The Zofia's going to open up the castle door. Oh god, it's all going wrong for Mute right now. But he was not getting picked yet. He's wasting a beautiful amount of time. And Kapski is going to be covering him on the flank. As long as they just hold their angles and don't peek, they can still sort of move around here. The Lions are going to go out, but he's going to get put down and into the ground as Ushu picks up that kill, but Nate is going to quickly refrag. Oh, but he's not going to be able to get another frag. Will Magic, sorry, be able to refrag this? No, he's just going to rotate all the way to East Stairs, only managing to find Mute for that time. The Lion and the Ash going down already is going to be a lot of utility gone, especially on that Lion having gone down this early. Means that, you know, that utility isn't being used. That insanely strong utility as well. Lion being one of the most powerful operators on attack right now that you can have, but his utility is so useful. If you allow him to die this early, you've wasted so much of that already. Zofia doesn't have any of her impact nades left, so she's not going to be able to make a big entrance onto the castle here as the smokes go out. The last 20 seconds of the round already, and there's no real push coming out here from Ascent. Only one kill for their time upstairs, and they had to rotate back entirely as Jaeger and the Benz takes up that kill. That turns quickly into 2v4. Darius, however, managed to get Kapski. Hibana looks the wrong way, but she manages to flake. Siak, beautiful kill there as he goes down for the diffuser right at the last second. But Dogefather should be able to pick up this kill very easily, and he does so. Gets a double kill and finishes off the round. Really well played by ROG Warriors. Really nice upstairs hold. You've seen ROG Warriors in the previous map take some pretty interesting sites and do weird stuff with them, but it works. It works flawlessly, really, because one, a lot of teams do have that sort of mindset where they prepare their operators and plans before the rounds even started because they think they know where the defenders are going to go. And when they pick such a weird site like that, they're like, I don't know what to do here. Where are we going with this? So it can be a bit off-putting. And second of all, ROG Warriors have developed a strategy where no one has seen it before, or they're in Go 4. You don't really have time to like go over someone's VODs and like watch it and see what they did in previous games. It's not really that kind of cup. If it was in a league, maybe show. But a really nice pocket strike coming out there from ROG Warriors on that base and on that first floor defense, sorry. And I'm interested to see how they want to take the attack on Armory now, as Team Ascent wanting to take a much safer approach. And this is more what I was expecting, honestly. This is what you see normally, especially in the operator lineup here. Very, very common picks for this site. I really don't like this mirror window, if I'm being honest. I mention this every time someone does it, that because it's in small office and it's a good defensible area, yeah, sure. But unless you have someone playing Fountain as well, which it doesn't look like they're going to, it's not that effective. You don't really get that much control, and somebody can easily put a thermite here and stop you. And Kapski's going to kick things off with the first kill of the round. Ying taking out the pulse this early. No nitro used from him, and that intel is going to go right out the window as the Lions start to go out and they begin their push almost immediately. Really good aggression coming out from Warriors already, but Darius is going to find Ludwig. And he's just going to retreat from that. He's got his kill. He doesn't need to do anything else. That's Habana going down. And that's the only hard breacher as well. That's going to make things a lot easier. For the defenders here. Really nice foul camps as well coming out here. I'm surprised there's no mirror window on the armory wall when they've chosen to open up half of it. That is pretty interesting. I mean, Deep does have a nice angle here, and he has a huge amount of vision from the small office, but Dogefather isn't going to care about all of that as he gets a kill onto Nate, kicking things off into the open office as Kapski, insanely low here, not used any of his utility yet, has to really start to make a move here. These above areas, yeah, he's just going to open up that. I think the Candles are going to get thrown through there, and you really want to throw the Candles where the defenders are, not where you expect them maybe to be. Kapski's going to get reset here. Probably a good idea before they begin their push onto the objective. Bent's playing on the Twitch rather than the Ash, which is kind of surprising from what we've seen from him last game, but maybe there's a strategy here. As they move up, Dogefather pushes onto AC. And slowly sneaking in, Benz is at the metal detector now. He does push in. Now the Candles go out at the completely wrong time. Benz is going to get completely flashed by that. And no one's going to be seen as Dogefather puts his diffuser down. And Benz is going to be contesting this. He shuts down Siak on the objective. And that's 1v4 now. Deep Ascent all the way on E stairs. Where are you going, friend? As BNs shuts down that clutch opportunity. ROG take another round. 2-0 to them. Beautiful. Beautiful attack there. ROG Warriors going 7 rounds so far if we count the previous game, undefeated. Not looking great for Ascent right now, but anything can happen. 2-0 lead for ROG Warriors is going to make them a little bit more comfortable. And let's see how it goes in as we move into Ascent's attacking right now. Last time their Zofia wasn't used that effectively to break up the castles. We're not going to see Zofia or Castle this time as ROG Warriors move to defend the Armory this time. Interested to see how they're going to hold this because they have some really cheeky mirrors go down. Is this Mute Jammer going to get destroyed? No, I don't think it is. It is in a bit of a weird spot, however. See, the problem with putting a Mute Jammer here to cover this is that it doesn't cover the very edges of the double wall. The range isn't big enough. So you can still sort of get a plant down without a bandit. Honestly, I don't think this is going to end very well. We're going to see Jaeger coming out, though. That's going to make things a lot easier for denying any sort of Candelas or anything like that. We're seeing a Ying pretty much all the time now. Ying and Lion are two of the most heavily picked operators in comp right now because they're so useful. Especially getting onto the objective. Lion allows you to do that, and Candelas obviously allow you to get some really nice picks. And I think a lot of us seen, oh, we are going to see the Ying shotgun. Some of those are just about to mention that. I think we've all seen that 1-up is very, very devastating, where that Ying shotgun completely tore EG's defense apart during the Invitational. And I think it proved that Ying shotgun is not only viable, but in some places can actually be a lot better. This Mute Jammer is going to do its work to try and deny a lot of the intel coming in here. Smoke is going to shoot out Ying's drone. Actually opens up the east wall now onto open office. Seems like the archives push is very much what Ascent want to do here. Committing pretty much no one. Yeah, no one's pushing onto armory. It's probably the best thing to do here. Honestly, if you're going to go for the office push, just go for it. Don't try and go around the other way onto armory. We did see really nice by ROG Warriors, especially by BNs, when he pushed around and very sneakily pushed into metal detector as the push on archives. Like, that's good. That's very, very good to deny sort of rotations and stuff. But if you're going to start committing people to take armory wall as well, unless you've got 2 hard breaches, it normally doesn't end that well. Ivana's getting ready to set up her charges as the Yings start to go down maybe. But Deep is going to get knocked down on AC. I'm not sure how that happened exactly. Oh, from the window. Really nice angle there by Ludwig. He's going to shut down that Lion. And that's gonna buy a little time for them. Having this Lion injured means that Siak is going to have to rotate and pick him back up. And that's going to waste a lot of time. Very, very wary that Ludwig could also just re-peek that at any point. But he's going to pick up Deep. But Nate's going to kick things off into the round with his first kill onto BNs. Sorry, not his first kill, but the first kill of the round. My apologies, Nate. Dokubis are going to go down, and that's going to reveal quite a lot of what's going on. But Ludwig is going to shut down Dokubi, saying, "Stop calling me."
Attackers recovered the bomb.
As maybe the Mute Jammer's going to get off. No, but Dogefather is going to shut down Nate on the attack. These Mute Jammers are still proving a big issue for Ascent. Candelas are going to go down. I think Magic is just going to try and go in here, using his Candelas to great effect. They make an entry onto the site. He's going to put Candelas straight onto Smoke as he just drops down the hatch rather than trying to contest that Ying. Siak is going to go down, and it's all down to Magic and Deep. In the last 15 seconds, Deep jumps in, and he's trying to get a hole onto this Smoke. He does manage to find it, but Ludwig is going to find Magic. Deep gets one on the Claymore, and it's all down to him now. Oh, he managed to get a headshot, and it's all down to Smoke to try and clutch it out, but no. Deep is not going to be able to recover the diffuser in time. Even though, really great play from him. Triple kill right at the end. But it's not going to work out for him quite so well. As ROG Warriors extend their lead to a very comfortable 3-0. Even though that came down so close. They knew all they had to do was just waste time. He was out of time. He didn't have the diffuser. He was out of position. And he was very low up already. So, yeah. Really well played by them. If he had managed to get the Smoke through the holes, he could have easily clutched that round. But Smoke realized that, rotated up east stairs, put himself in a position where he can't be fragged. But if the diffuser did somehow go down, he could rotate to deal with it. Really good tactical play by Smoke to drop that hatch as soon as he saw the Ying Candelas go out. Good for him to not just die like that. And Rainbow is very important to recognize which fights you can take. And which fights, if you take, you know you are just going to die. And I think Smoke did recognize that that was one of the fights where he's not going to win that. A Ying at that range when you've already been Candela'd. It's just not going to end well for you. So really nice play there by Smoke. Really want to emphasize that, especially. ROG Warriors, looking very nice right now. Dogefather still 0 deaths for him right now. I'm wondering how they're going to take this on the attack again. Now, last time, I mean, they still have the same operators, and last time they lost their hard breach very early on, but they still made it work, and that was primarily because of the Ying coming into archives. But this hatch isn't going to get open. That's not going to leave any rotation for Ascent out of here if they do get pushed. So, I'm sort of wondering how this is going to work out for Ascent. And yeah, that angle, by the way, from where Mirror's sitting, so where Valkyrie's sitting right now on this mirror, that was amazing. I've never seen that before. That is so good. I honestly didn't even realize that was the thing. I'm definitely going to be stealing that strategy. Honestly, absolutely blown away. Really, really, really nice angle. And it's stuff like that which can make the difference between team preparations. Magic Ascent just taking a little bit of an angle here from Fountain. Covering Eastairs very, very cheekily, but I think honestly kill holes are something that is insanely obvious, and if you see one you just immediately pre-fire it. But Ludwig is going to kick things off and he's going to get the first kill, but Magic is going to quickly refrag onto Kapski. So it's very quickly into a 4v4. That's the Ying gone down, and don't forget that last time the Ying was pretty much essential to get an attack onto Archives going. But they do still have that hard breacher, so it's not all over. And there's actually no denial of hard breaching here. There's no bandit, there's no mute. So that's very good that Valcam's going to go down. That's going to deny any intel. Ushu pushes up onto the hallway, and so does Benz. And that's going to give a lot of things. Benz kicks things off, and he gets a kill onto the Archives. There he is going down very quickly as someone runs around. AC Magic is going to trade with Benz. And they're going to turn this into a 2v3. Roger that, it's a 1v3 actually. Yushu kicks off things as well. He gets a kill onto Deep, and it's all down to Clack in a 1v3. He has to find 3. He has to try and deny this defuse. He will not manage to kick Ludwig. And ROG is going to extend their lead to 4-0 match point on border. Undefeated for 9 rounds in a row so far. Absolutely amazing plays by ROG Warriors coming out here. And it's not looking good for Ascent. I believe, actually, Siak is part of Invictus Gaming. Not part of Team Ascent. But maybe just a sub for today. Ascent denying. No scrims allowed. Maybe a little bit angry that they are losing 4-0. Ooh, but no, they are scoring with T1, T2 teams instead. Just for those who don't understand the tier system, tier 1 means Pro League, tier 2 means Challenger League, tier 3 is like Go for this kind of level of teams where you're still playing comp, but you're not playing it to any sort of league sort of level. And tier 4 will be everyone else, basically.
5 seconds left. Attackers recovered.
But really impressive gameplay coming out here from ROG Warriors. Let's see if they can take the match point 5-0, or will Team Ascent start to come back now? And yeah, Ushu taking the... Let's just have a little look at this again, because this is such a nice angle. I really enjoy this a lot. And Dogefather opening up from below so he can cover any sort of entrance to stop what happened before where the Candelas just went down and Ushu just had no escape here. Sophia is not going to come out again, but Buck is going to come out instead from Magic as they begin their attack. Just taking quick control of CC, but what they really need to do is deal with this smoke and the castle. Sorry, not the smoke and the castle. Completely forgot that they're in workshop. What they need to do, really, is deal with this mute and everyone who's upstairs. Because if you take upstairs control and you have a Buck, you can abuse that so much. I'm sorry to mention it again, but I just absolutely love this mirror. It's so good. Oh, but Ash is going to come through. She's going to whiff the shots. Ushu is going to go down. No, he's not going to go down. He somehow, that grenade will miss him. He's not being cooked right well. Yeah, it's not too long in the cooking pot there as Buck just misses that grenade. He's going to get droned out. Deep Ascent is going to find Ludwig. That's going to turn this into a 4v3 advantage for attackers right now as Ushu has to rotate somewhere to try and find something to do. He has control of the diffuser right now, so that's an advantage for him. Magic doesn't know what to do. He has recovered this diffuser, but he knows that the mute is playing this really tight angle here. Deep is going to drone him out. Let's see how it goes. Buck does recover the diffuser. Darius gets a kill onto Kapski. He's 4v2 now, but Dogefather gets a refrag. Ushu also gets a frag onto Magic. Ooh, a beautiful kill there from below the hatch. Turn this very quickly into a 2v2. They don't have diffuser, but Siak is going to recover the diffuser, and he's going to shut down Ushu.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Turn this into a 2v1, all down to Dogefather, who hasn't actually died all game yet. So this could be his first death if he doesn't manage to clutch it out. But he's going to answer his phone, say, "Hello, mum, can't talk right now." He puts his phone down. And he's going to have to clutch this out as we move into the last 20 seconds. Dokkabeat coming down the stairs now as Siak moves into position to take over the hatch. Lance 10 seconds are going to drop down, but Darius is going to find that kill onto Dogefather. And Team Ascent are going to prove that ROG Warriors are not undefeatable. They are going to move through, saving themselves from match point into a 4-1, but it is still match point, and they have to win 3 rounds in a row to bring this to overtime. ROG Warriors still in a very, very comfortable position. Some really nice strategies that are coming out from Team Ascent. Most importantly, refrags. Very, very key part of this game is if someone dies, you need to refrag them. And that's exactly what Team Ascent were doing. They were pushing up as a team, especially on that small office. If that Ash died, Buck could have done a little bit better with the frag grenade there. He could have got the kill a lot earlier on. Other than that, though, the refrags were coming out. People were getting forced out of position, and they were slowly losing ground on this top floor. A lot better played from Team Ascent on this top floor attack. Let's see how it goes as Team Ascent attempt to defend the armory yet again. I've just been informed that Siak is actually part of Invicta Gaming Academy, not the main team. Because I've casted the Invicta guys before. They're really cool. So yeah, that's why he's on there. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's an April Fool's joke. I don't know. Let's just roll with it. If it is an April Fool's joke, we're just gonna stick with it. Let's see how it goes down. Is moving to round 6, match point for ROG Warriors still, and they're in a very comfortable position. This Ying though is very reliant. ROG Warriors are very reliant on their Ying, is what I meant to say. It seems to be pretty core to their strategy, and core to the strategy of a lot of teams, honestly. Because if you can use the Ying to push into sight, you can get quite easy frags off of that. You can get quite a lot of intel off of that as well. If Ying dies, it's very easy refrag, especially you've got the Lion going down at the same time. Ying is such a useful operator, and the fact that she has smoke grenades as well means she is just a pure utility operator right now. And that is so good. But that Twitch is going to get the mirror window, and that's going to be devastating right now as the ADS is going to go down. Oh, Nate is going to get an incredible kill onto Ben's. Beautiful angle there right at the bottom of the mirror window. Just going to find the very tippy top of his head. I got to kick things off with a kill onto Twitch. And that's going to shut quite a lot of the attack down as Benz is one of the main aim fraggers for ROG Warriors. This armory wall is going to get opened up. ROG Warriors taking a little bit of a different approach to what they're doing. Maybe wanting to rotate now. Because last time they went to archive straight away. So I'm wondering when utility is going to start coming down. Because once utility goes down, such as Candela's, smoke grenades, that's when you really have to commit to a site, because you can't just reuse that utility later. You have to use it and then utilize it. So that's where you really got to look for. But quite a lot of Team Ascent are on the objective, other than Deep, who's been playing these stairs the entire time. And that's a nice angle he's holding. He's giving decent intel, because this isn't castled off and is very dangerous for people to cross over. But if Deep is covering that, he knows no one is in this hallway but Ushu, and the Candelas are going to go down. And it looks like he's just going to push in now, but Candelas are not going to save Kapski from his ultimate fate of death. as Magic, Nate, and Deep all get frags on the flank, and it's all down. Oh no, it's already over. Sorry, on my screen it said it was a 4v1, and then it quickly went away. Beautiful instant retake there, and no real roam clear coming out from ROG Warriors, and they're starting to falter. 4-2 now. Still on match point, still looking pretty comfortable, but could this start to falter? Let's find out as Team Ascent moving to round number 7 on their attack. I'm wondering where ROG Warriors are going to go. They're going to choose Armory Lockers. Probably the easiest site to hold. But, I mean, they've successfully defended it every time that they've gone there so far. But Team Ascent, starting to look a lot better now. It's starting to work together a lot better, I think. There's a lot of times in this game where you know what you're doing, and when you die, you realize what you did was just a stupid mistake. And then once you start playing more and more like that, you start like, okay, let's stop making stupid mistakes. Let's actually do the right thing right now. And once you start doing that, then you get into a good game when neither team are really making mistakes. It's more just gunplay, retakes instantly, really good gameplay what we're coming out. And I think that's what a lot we're seeing from Team Ascent and ROG Warriors right now. Team Ascent were making a little few mistakes, and ROG Warriors were really exposing that. But I think we're going to see a little bit more better gameplay as we move into the next few rounds. Again, this mirror is going to go down. There's going to be no castle because we are not... It's a nice strategy from ROG Warriors because if they're not using a castle because they don't have to. And also, like, a pulse is much more effective on this site, especially playing from below. Also, a big thing, like, playing a mirror here means that it can get broken out from below, sorry, by a book. So if anyone's going to be playing servers, I think Jaeger and Mute are wanting to play around here. Yeah, Pulse obviously is going to be playing servers. He kind of has to in order to give intel onto this armory wall and what's going on there. I'm wondering what Team Ascent's attack is going to look like here, because again, Ascent are relying quite heavily on their Candelas and their Yings to make a push into the site. They did so onto Archives last time, rather unsuccessfully, as Dogefather managed to rotate down and managed to save himself from a very, very close round indeed. And that was the last time, so I want to see how this goes this time with possibly a new and improved Team Ascent. Nate looking to make any sort of moves into server now. Bence and Ushu are both playing down here, and that's going to make things a lot harder because if two roamers are playing together like that, it means that there's instant refrag potential. If one of them goes down, then the other is going to refrag off of them instantly. Magic is going to kick things off, however, with kill on Takavsky. And using the AR-33, Thatcher is very unusual, but he's not going to be able to find Mute on the cross. But Ludwig is going to shut down Nate as he moves on to the objective. Oh, and Benz is going to get a beautiful nitro from below onto Deep. And that's the Lion going down that early. Oh, and Dogefather gets a kill onto Magic. And that's a 2v4 already. However, there is still quite a lot of utility on Team Ascent right now. And they do still have quite a lot of opportunities, but they're so spread apart and only 1 minute left to go. They either have to deal with these roamers or go straight for the plant. And honestly, I think plant is the best way to go right now, but it doesn't look like they're very agreeing on what to do right now. As Siak moves on his own into open office, and Darius is all on his own in waiting room, trying to deal with any roamers on the flank potentially. Maybe he's just covering his flank, but Siak can't really deal with this on his own as the smokes go down. That's going to light up Siak a bit. Is he going to get shot up a little bit as well? Ooh, he's just going to whiff the shots onto the mirror, as Darius is going to come up to support him now into the red hallway. 27 seconds left to go, and not a lot of options, honestly. There's still all the utility from Ying. 3 Candelas and 2 smokes means that a lot can still happen here, even in the last 20 seconds. And Nitro's going to get ripped. You can hear it. Darius is just going to miss.
10 seconds left.
But he's going to throw Candela straight at Mirror. Mirror's going to deny that. Ludwig's going to shoot him straight in the head. Candelas go down, but Dogefather is going to shut down Siak, and that's going to be GG. ROG Warriors, sorry, win yet again. 5-2.